Hello, I'm Javiera Garcia with Madison Premier Realty, and today I'm going to be talking to you about your FICO score. Many of you already know what your FICO score is and know that it ranges between 300 and 850 points. The higher the better. What you may not know is that this spring, the folks at the Fair Isaac Corporation, FICO, will be changing up their model a little bit, which means that your score could increase or decrease depending on the type of payer that you are. So right now, if you are good at paying your bills and have a high credit score, meaning anything over 700, and you're late on one payment, you may see your score drop 30 or 50 points just from being late one single time. Well, with the new model, they're going to not take into account so heavily that one late payment that you had. Meaning, right now, if you're late one time, they put you in a group with a bunch of other people that are late all the time. So now they're going to make a distinction whether you've been late one time or you've been consistently late. Now, if you're someone that's consistently late, then your score is going to drop even more. The other change that they're making is now they're going to look at your credit in a more holistic fashion, which means that they're going to look at all the different types of loans that you have. Student loans versus car or home loans, which are known as installment loans, credit card loans, department store loans, all those type of different credits. They're going to take into account the different types, the length of history on each account, and how many times you've paid on time or late on each account. So if you're consistently on time every month, then your score will be good and increase. If you're consistently late, then you're going to see that reflected in your score. The reason it's important for you guys to know about this is that if you currently don't know what your score is and you're planning on purchasing a property, you really need to know where you're at in the credit department. After the mortgage meltdown, lenders are even more keen on making sure that you have a well-established credit score and like to see scores over 700. If your score is over 700, then you have access to many more programs than somebody whose score is under 700. If your score is 720 or above, then you have great credit. If your score is 740 and above, then you have excellent credit and will therefore have more choices in terms of loans. Another thing to keep in mind is that credit card companies base the interest rate that they give you on your credit score. So if you're somebody who has a very high credit score and are looking at your credit card statement every month wondering why the interest on your card is so high, that would warrant a phone call to your credit card companies to say, hey, Mr. Visa or MasterCard, I have a really great credit score. My credit score is whatever it is. And most likely than not, they will lower your score if you ask them, if you're a good customer of theirs and have been paying on time. So just keep in mind that this spring, FICO is going to be unveiling this new program, and you'll start to see some changes on your credit report. So for those of you that don't know what your credit score is or haven't even checked what your credit score is, now is a good time to do so. Remember, if you ever have any questions for me or have any follow-up comments or need any help with real estate, you can always contact me at info@mprhomes.com. info@mprhomes.com. Have a great day. I hope this information has helped.